Since Tim Tebow has got traded to the New York Jets, there's been talk about where he's going to be playing backup. And Mark Sanchez is still going to be the starting quarterback. Well, of course Mark Sanchez is going to be the starting quarterback because they just extended his contract. So Rex Ryan is going to put his trust in Mark Sanchez. But here's the thing. Mark Sanchez was a little shaky last year, and how the Jets did, they didn't do too good last year. So what is Rex Ryan going to do, and how is he going to handle having two quarterbacks who really wants to play and who really wants a starting job? I think, first of all, when you have preseason games, let them both start in one each game each, just to see how they're going to do and how they can play against the pressure and against one another. I think Tim Tebow will be a workhorse like he always has been, even when he was at Florida working hard to become a starting quarterback. He really wants to play. He really wants to start. So who knows what's going to happen when the season starts. I think that Mark Sanchez will be the starting quarterback, and no matter what anybody else says, he will start. But here's the thing. If Tim Tebow is going to have the upper hand to be a starting quarterback, he's going to take that chance, take the opportunity. Rex Ryan might just have to start him. But if Mark Sanchez is a little shaky, if he's throwing interceptions, if he's getting sacked all the time, well, of course, he's going to take Mark Sanchez out and put in Tim Tebow. And I think that might be good. I mean, Tim Tebow can run, he can throw. It's just, I think Tim Tebow will be a good quarterback. I think that Mark Sanchez is a good quarterback. He can throw. I don't think he's one of the top greatest quarterbacks of all time with Steve Young, Joe Montana, Joe Namath, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Donovan McNabb, we'll throw in there, Stephen McNair. He's not up there with those, I don't think. So we'll just see where it goes and where it leads. And I think Peyton Manning, speaking of, will do pretty good in Denver. But since he is a veteran quarterback and since he is up there in age, I don't think he will be the greatest quarterback since he's already had 4 neck surgeries. So, I mean, it's really hard to say. I think Peyton Manning will work hard, and he will try to do the best he can in Denver. And I can't believe that John Elway is putting all of his trust in Peyton Manning, which I think is a good thing. But at the same time, it's not a wonderful thing. I love Peyton Manning. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all times. I loved him with the Colts. But here's the thing on that. He is getting older. He's a veteran. They need a younger quarterback there as well. And I think that Tim Tebow, they should have kept him there in Denver because you never do know what's going to happen. I mean, you're putting yourself out there. You're making a great gamble with putting Peyton Manning out there because he's had 4 neck surgeries. And you're putting all of your trust into Peyton Manning to be the starting quarterback and to lead that team, hopefully, into a championship game. Well, it's not going to happen the first year. It may happen the second or third year if Peyton Manning does not get hurt, but that's a big if. And I think that he will do good, but the thing is, it doesn't matter if he does good or not. It matters about his neck and how it's going to hold up throughout the season. I don't think he'll start all the games. I think he may start most of them, and I think that neck is really going to bother him. I mean, it's hard to say. He was out all last season with it, and I think he might. The doctors has cleared him, but I don't think he will last the whole season. But I wish he would. I wish him the best with Denver. I would like to see Denver do good. I hate that Tim had to go to New York, but I think there's a good opportunity for Tim Tebow in New York. Even though Stephen A. Smith doesn't think so. Skip Bayless, on the other hand, loves that Tim Tebow is out there in New York and loves the fact that, I mean, he's a big Tim Tebow fan, so, but who isn't? There's a lot of people that's not. But I think that it's going to be a really good football season. There's going to be a lot of controversial stuff that's up in the air, but I feel that no matter what happens, that Tim Tebow will do good and that Peyton Manning will do good. It's going to be a big controversial thing. I think that's good. I mean, look at the 49ers. They thought, okay, we have a chance to get Peyton Manning here in San Francisco. Well, they were wrong. They didn't know that Peyton Manning was going to choose Denver. Well, neither did the Tennessee Titans. So now the Titans had got screwed over by Peyton Manning. They thought they had Peyton Manning wrapped around their fingers, and they didn't. San Francisco thought they had him. They said, okay, Alex Smith, We're putting you out there. We're putting you on the line. You did go 13-3 last year. You did good, but hey, we need somebody better than you. I mean, even though Alex Smith is young, he's great, he's good. So Alex Smith goes talk to Miami. Well, of course, Miami didn't pick him up, which was stupid on their part. They picked up David Gerard. I don't think David Gerard is going to do that good in Miami, but we will see. And the 49ers lined up signing Alex Smith back. So we'll see how that goes. I think San Francisco still has a good chance of being Super Bowl contenders this year, but we will have to wait and see when the season shows up. All this talk about the Jets not going to do good, I think the Jets are going to do good. I've heard that there's been rumors Jets are not going to do good. I think they'll do good. I think it's going to take time with two quarterbacks who really wants the starting position, but we will have to wait and see. Marion Barber, at the age of 28, decides to retire after being with the Cowboys and the Bears. I think it's a good move if he feels like he needs to retire. I mean, hey, let him. I hate that. I liked Marion Barber. I still wish he would have been in Dallas. I wish he could have retired as a Cowboy. But anyway, wish him the best of luck. So, speaking of luck, what about Andrew Luck? What about the draft, the NFL draft that will be coming up? I believe it's in April, like always. So, what about it? Are the Colts still going to draft Andrew Luck, or are they going to go for Robert Griffin III? I think, personally, that Robert Griffin III, coming out of Baylor, the season that he had, I think it will be overall a better decision for the Indianapolis Colts to take their number 1 draft pick and to pick up Robert Griffin III instead of Andrew Luck. But we all know that more than likely they will be picking up Andrew Luck out of Stanford. So during the draft, so we will see how that goes. And speaking of the draft, let's talk about the Saints. The Saints have 2 draft picks taken away from them, and plus Sean Payton suspended for a whole season until after the Super Bowl in February 2013. So we will see how that rolls and see how that goes. Greg Williams is suspended indefinitely, the one who basically started all of this bounty mess. I mean, Sean Payton got what he deserved. I think he's a good coach. I have the most respect for him. But he did get what he deserved. Roger Goodell did lay down the line. But here's the thing, too. I feel bad for Drew Brees. I mean, I really don't think that Drew Brees knew what was going on. And that's why they put a franchise tag on him. So, I mean, it will be hard for him to get out of that now. And I wish Drew Brees and the Saints the best of luck, but most of them knew what was happening, knew what was going on the coach's side. So we will see. Sean Payton got what he deserved. He got a year. He knew about it. He tried to cover it up. Roger Goodell got him. I mean, I wish that the whole Spygate scandal against the Patriots, I wish Roger Goodell would have done more with that. But it's done. It's over with. The Spygate scandal's over with. This is way 10 times more important than the Spygate scandal. Yes, the Patriots did cheat. Yes, I do know that. I hate the Patriots, don't get me wrong. But hurting somebody, knocking them out of the game just so you can get extra cash, that's ridiculous. That's stupid. That should not be happening. These are professional sports. This is a professional football league. These are adults who are grown up, who knows what they are doing is wrong, and it should not happen at all. So we will see how that goes and how that rolls. I think Roger Goodell's got a good head on his shoulders about all this. He's doing what he thinks is right. He's suspending these coaches. He cost them 2 draft picks. He's, making them pay up money. Sean Payton's suspended without pay for a whole season, and I think that's the best thing. He is losing money, and he's not going to like it. It's not going to last. Sean Payton's going to go crazy if he's not going to be able to coach. Just think about it. He's not going to be able to coach for a whole year. So, let's see how that rolls and how that goes with the season. Now, I think that the Spygate was bad, but it's not near as bad as hurting players. I mean, they seriously hurt Brett Favre so badly.